Hey guys, Richard at Ryden's Room here. This is my latest review. Fallen behind a little bit with being ill, and I've actually been reading books way quicker. But this is for Dark Journey. It's his New Jedi Order book. Should it 9 or 10? So excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, New Jedi Order book 10. So yeah, as you can probably guess from the cover, it's about Jaina Solo. When I first saw this, I thought, is this Mara Jade because of the red hair? But then the eyes are not green, they're purple. I thought maybe it's just a lighting thing that caused it, but no, it's definitely Mara Jade, and it's kind of her book. Much like Balance Point was Jason's book, and Edge of Victory part 1 was Anakin's. Yeah, really good book, but this was one of the ones I felt was a 4, not a 5. Only one before this, I believe that was... Yeah, I think it's the Hero's Trial. I don't think it's Dark Ruin, I think it's like Hero's Trial, part 1 or 2. Yeah, good book, great stuff, but I just feel like the ending, it kind of just ended, not enough resolution. So, on to the beginning, excuse me. So yeah, this is again, spoilers for the NJO only up to this point. So even though I'm a couple of books ahead now, well, reading the second one after this, I'm not going to mention them whatsoever. It's solely up to this point and the EU books before this. So Thrawn trilogy, etc. But nothing newer than this book. So yeah, in the previous book, Anakin Solo led an assault into one of the Yuuzhan Vong main motherships because they got these voxing creatures that can, use the Force to hunt Jedi, and they're effectively cloning them. It's discovered there was just one master one that could be cloned, and yeah, the Yuuzhan Vong pretty much trying to clone millions of them, and they had to all be stopped. And yeah, unfortunately, the mission, it succeeded, but lots of losses, including Anakin. He died destroying the cloning facilities, and then Jason killed the Queen. That was it. And then Jason got taken prisoner of Jaina, and a few of Jedi had to run. So this is pretty much the immediate aftermath. Jaina's slipping to the dark side. She's got no issue using Force lightning on her enemies, and yeah, she decided to change her so much. She's realizing, much like Kip does at the start, and it's kind of this kind of comes up in the Clone Wars TV show as well. Anakin Skywalker is realising they could end this war a lot faster if the Jedi were willing to do anything to win. And that's kind of what Jaina and Kip are realising. They've got to do anything to end this war. It's just, Luke's, use the Force for defence of others, etc. is fine, but it's not working. And yeah, Jaina's sort of turning down this new path. She's not turning to evil or anything, but the dark side doesn't exactly instantly turn you evil. But yeah, she's starting to see things differently, and there's a chance it could push her down the wrong route if she's not careful. So really, the whole book's about that, her leading this another part of effectively a new rogue squadron, and going off to pretty much stop it, and stop the Yuuzhan Vong. Really, this is all about her kind of doing whatever she's got to win, and she kind of keeps on going. But then the thing about the ending, I mean, Jaina can't turn to the dark side. It'd be a huge twist if she did, but I just don't think they're going to do it. And she does stop herself. It makes sense, it's natural, but it's just the main warriors in the Yuuzhan Vong have marked her as the main enemy. They want to capture her because they've got Jason as well, because they want to sacrifice twins, because they believe that's what their gods desperately want. And they don't really defeat. There's no major Yuuzhan Vong that are killed or anything. It's just, she just kind of turns back from the turn to the dark side, but it just kind of just ends. And I think it's kind of issue with too many NJO books. Things like this will happen. So yeah, it's really good stuff going in there. It's great that Jaina gets her own story once and for all as well, and quite a lot going on in here. But I just thought, yeah, unlike the last one, Star by Star, it's not 600 pages, not way too long, which of course has a lot of stuff such as the Yuuzhan Vong taking over Coruscant. But again, this doesn't really follow up on that either. It's just more Jaina's journey. She promised to come back for Jason, but she can't feel him. So a lot of people think Jason is dead, but then people like Leia think he's alive. So who knows if he survives? He'll probably come back later, maybe in Traitor or Destiny's Way, one of those two books. Maybe even Force Heretic, I don't know. Again, I don't know the details of things. I've had bits that come along later, but I don't know the exact details. Some it could be Legacy of the Force as well. But yeah, it's a good book, but it's kind of just ended like that. Jaina pulled herself back from the dark side, which is good. Obviously, the story had to go there, because that's kind of what it was going for. But I don't know, the battle against Yuuzhan Vong, it's they won various minor battles, but nothing major enough. So yeah, no, I enjoyed it. Good writer, Elaine Cunningham, and it's just, I think it's the only book she's ever done. But I'd like to see more of what she could do. yeah, that's kind of it. Short review, really. There's just not really so much to say on this one. Good story, but there's a lot more to come later, I think. But yeah, that's it. So yeah, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.